Well, after doing the Racer Mate video and having the copy NES out and plugged in and working, I thought I might finally get to this little project that I've been meaning to do for a long time. This is my one and only NES Prototype cart. I'm not sure if you can read that. I already lost focus, didn't I? Galaxy 5000. Now, I don't really have the full backstory, but what I do have, I'll tell you. I got it in an eBay lot. Somewhere in 2010 and 11, I was buying a lot of NES cart lots. Didn't matter if it had console or not, or what console. But I had a lot of top loaders I was selling, and I always wanted to put some games with it. You know, modify the console, have some games with it, you know, and sell it with controllers and AC adapter and all that stuff. And I did a lot of those. You know, to date I've done over 850 of those lots of just modified top loaders. So at some point I ran out of cartridges, so I was buying a bunch. And one of the lots that I bought actually had a Yobo clone, and I think it had maybe 20 games in it or something like that, but this was in there as well. And the lot only showed a bunch of the games stacked up like this. So there was no indication that this was going to be in there. It was a huge, huge surprise for me. It was amazing. I do not believe any Galaxy 5000 prototypes have surfaced so far, so this might be the only one in existence. That's pretty cool. It is a generic prototyping PCB. Nothing really too crazy about it. It is very dirty, which really that just signifies it's legit. You know, the stickers are old and crusty and a lot of wear and tear on them. What else? I will take it apart for you so you can see the full board here. Here it is open. Oh, I forgot to tell you the rest of the story. Of course, once I found it in the lot, I immediately emailed the seller and asked him where he got it. And I do believe when I bought it from the seller lived in the Los Angeles area. And if I'm not mistaken, he said that he actually moved there from the Pacific Northwest. I don't know. I don't remember if it was Portland or Seattle, but it's an Activision game, and I couldn't tell you what city they're based in, so that's probably where it came from originally. So it had nothing to do with where he was living at the time. This is pretty common for whoever's working on the game to cut out a regular shell and all sloppy and crappy or whatever. Like, that's another indication that you have a valid prototype. I can't say as I've seen too many that had sockets in it like this before, and you can see right here is the label on the prototype PCB NES.TK EEPROM-01. Nothing exciting about the bottom. Pins look pretty nice still. Very dirty. I might actually clean that up eventually. I don't plan on keeping this. I'm not a prototype collector, although I have actually had this for over 3 years now. Probably closer to 4, maybe more than that. Just because I didn't really know what to do with it quite yet, and I hadn't dug out the copy NES in a long time, but I'm going to go ahead and dump it. And the one thing that I wanted to say about like the Racer Mate Challenge is one of the things that might cause Boot God to have multiple profiles is the CRC, Cyclic Redundancy Check. If that's different between cartridges, that means it might have a little bit different programming in it, and that might cause a different profile. You can see right here, here's CRC32, and this is the numbers that it spits out. And I do believe, I believe copy NES will give you these if you split the file, and it'll give you these numbers, and they should match up if it's the same game. So I'm gonna dump this and see what happens. Okay, that, turn it on. Okay, so when I go to dump cart, it's nice to know what PCB class it is, and you can get that off BootGod's site. This is a TL-ROM. Which is an MMC3. I guess that's just all types, so that should work. And then let me type in something. Sorry I gotta stop this, but I don't have access to the keyboard from behind the camera. I'll just call it the Galaxy 5000 Proto for now. Seriously, if anybody knows why it's doing that, tell me. It might be something stupid I'm doing, I don't know. 512 a prog ROM. .32 of char ROM. NES created. Let's go in here and do this split NES. Oh, I did try to dump it before, I forgot. Back in March 5th of 2012. Huh. Let's do my latest dump here. Done splitting. Now, where did it split to? There's my Galaxy 5000 Proto Char right there. And Proto Prog right there. So I've also, apparently I've split them before also. Interesting. So anyway, yeah, brain fart moment. The CRCs are listed right here in the CopyNS folder, in the CRC folder. Let's see, Galaxy 5000 Proto. Okay, and I lost track of where I was on this site now. Let's go back and find it again. Okay, he only has one US profile. And he's got the Prog 7F5 already off. Yeah, they're both different. I assume that's what I compare it to. If anybody knows if that's wrong, should I be comparing the CRCs without the header file? I've heard that's how it's done. I'm not real sure, but you can tell these are definitely different. He's even got the CRC for combined. Apparently I didn't get that. Well, anyway, that could also just mean that this prototype has some programming differences, which was kind of basically what I was thinking anyway to begin with, and this might just be the proof of it. So yeah, pretty cool, huh?